Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Bobcats will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rams offense as they take control of the football first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Takes the easy one to the back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Rams decide to punt it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Texas State Bobcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Jackson will throw. Got his man downfield. Wide open on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas State. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Ocean from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got...
Continues to fight for yards. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Makes his man miss. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The option, he'll keep it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Smith's got it. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they can corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Reads it, fires complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll go with Brown. Got room at the 35. He's loose. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 1st down, it's Brown again. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll run with Brown. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rams! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Atkins. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Line getting set on second down. They go right back to him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
There's a crease. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Jenkins. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The Bobcats in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. Nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
And the Bobcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. give to Brown. Here's a little room there. Great move. Now he's got room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. This time he wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. No huddle offense to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Running inside, it's Jenkins. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. Jackson will throw. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the 1st half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the 1st half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the 2nd half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Brown to begin the drive. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. 2 somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Gators on top right now as they look to dig out of a big hole. Dropping 4 of the first 5 was no way to start a season. Perhaps they found something here today. Now back over to your game inside Bobcat Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
And the Rams will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Bobcats head coach at the half, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Jackson gonna throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the option, he keeps it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still.
Could be an alley. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
This is like having an extra running back in your back book. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Brown again. Nice move to keep running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Off the RPO, complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One more time, it's Brown. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Rams want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. He got it, beat down in bounds.
One of the areas...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to get it in the end zone, and down he goes. They were trying to tie the game, but they are denied, still down by 2. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the move, it's Jenkins. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down in a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Jenkins. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Slithers into space. Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important.
There's some room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, this has been a defensive war, and you're just wondering which side could hang on long enough. But how about the defense coming away with a big pick-6 late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get...
Just plowing ahead. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Atkins. Got enough for the first. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Red 18. Go.
Jackson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Leading by one, they'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. He wants to throw it. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Nice move there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it on second down. Got enough for... It's a fumble on the play. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his big tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Rams will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sparks. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Bobcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this.
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Texas State. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Maybe some room here. Past the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The hands team appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline. This is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the...
Snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Jackson gonna throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Texas State. Into the end zone for 6. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Just keeps moving. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Colorado State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Trying to get the edge. It's Brown. Got a little grass. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. This time he wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rams!
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Jackson will throw. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics,